Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your 15 MLB games for Friday the 7th of August. Hope everybody had a good start to the month. I haven't had the greatest start, to be honest. I had an amazing July, and I told you be careful with the All-Star break, or not the All-Star, but the trade deadline before and after. And I've been laying low a little bit this week for good reason. Today, I'm stepping out. So get in on, before I do so, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you get in. We've only a few hundred left to get to 80,000 subscribers. When we do so, I'm going to have a ridiculous sale for everybody. So make sure you help us get in on that. But if you want to get on my top plays, got that 3-pack MLB today. Rare. I have it like maybe 3 or 4 times a month, or I'll have more than 1 or 2 plays. Today it is that day. I have 3 plays. One will be a 6 or 7 unit. I'm waiting on the final pitching matchup just to be secure on that. But going to be a big day today. All 3 plays will be in Major League Baseball. 2 weeks, $99. Go to All Sports Bash. You can't beat that. That's a $600 value through Super Bowl. This is like a $2,700, $2,800 value. It's $749 every other capper just for NFL and college football through the Super Bowl. You get all sports through the Super Bowl, not only the sports going now, but also the sports going to be coming on, NHL, college basketball, NBA, everything going forward. Text your name, 574-333-8717. Tell me which deal you went in on. It's going to be exclusive time, so make sure you message me and get in. Okay, MLB for today. Good matchups around the board today. I think there's some interesting ones, and that's why I do have some step outs. But Pirates starting us off, hosting in the Mets. Pirates really struggling, 2-8 their last 10 games. Now they've dropped to 3 games below 500. They face a Mets team that's coming off a sweep. So nice little. They trade everybody away, and then they go, of course, go off and win 3 straight at Cleveland. This is a danger spot for Pittsburgh. I think it continues. Thornton's been great this year. This Mets team's finding ways to win. Pirates are just the opposite. They're finding ways to step over and lose. I mean, the Mets plus the 123. Next game, Blue Jays and the Phillies. Phillies minus 217, total 8. Does Zach Wheeler on the mound, ace Zach Wheeler, that is. And Soriano for Toronto. He's not been bad, 3.29 ERA. And don't look now, Toronto's only 8 games back from 500. And when you look at the American League, it's pretty wide open for the last couple wild card spots. And if Toronto keeps playing the way they're playing, I think they could get to that. I think there's value here taking Toronto plus 1.5. I know Wheeler's been good all year long, but recently he hasn't had the best of luck when he started. He's lost 2 of the last 3 starts he's had. They beat Baltimore 8-0 on August 2nd, but I think Toronto and Soriano here are going to be live underdogs. Give me the plus 1.5. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. Reds and the Nationals. Reds do not have a pitcher right now, so Cavalli going for Washington, but the Reds are playing good. The Reds are coming off a sweep of the A's. They also won the series 3-4 against Pittsburgh. So, I mean, this is a team that, they're not that far out. There's a bunch of people in front of them, but they're trying to get in it. Washington's favorite minus 116. I don't see a total yet, but I think the Reds, the way this offense is playing, they're scoring enough runs to make it interesting. And Washington is circling around this toilet bowl a little bit, just 2-8 in their last 10 games. Give me Cincinnati as a slight underdog. Next game, Atlanta and the Yankees. Yankees minus 164, total 8. And if you would, I would have thought these 2 records would have been switched. Atlanta's got 70 wins right now. The Yankees only 64. I thought Atlanta would be better than they were last year, because last year they were just dog doo-doo. But they have really been good, Atlanta. And their run differential is more than 1.05 run differential a game. That is impressive. Usually it's about a half a run for even great teams. So this team has really done, in comparison, the Yankees is like 0.7, I think, right now, 0.72, something like that. So I like Atlanta here. I think they continue to find ways. Molly's making his first start. That is the one worry here. I always think guys at the first start can have a little pressure, but I don't know. At an under the price, I'll take Atlanta. Next game, Angels and the Marlins. Marlins minus 163, total 9. And Marlins exactly 500 right now, and they're facing an Angels team that, let's just be honest. There's no way to sugarcoat this. They are 27 games below 500. And they had a pretty decent start to the year, but they're just 19-38 on the road. And they have Clausen on the mound with a 13.5 ERA. Now, I know it's a limited sample size, but I like the Marlins here. I think there's value at that minus 163. I think they continue to win. And the Marlins at home, 34-23, been very good at home this year. Athletics and the Red Sox. Red Sox minus 260, total 9. One of my plays yesterday, I had the Red Sox minus 1.5. Of course, they did not cover yesterday. They only won by 1, but another miracle win. I mean, they were down the entire game, came back, forced extras. In the 10th, they go down 2 runs, score 2. 11th, they score again to tie it up. End up winning, I believe, in the 13th inning. And it's just this team continues to find a way. Now, can't bet them at minus 260. I like the Red Sox first 5 innings minus a half a run. It's in that minus 160 range. I think that's pretty decent value. I do not want to lay the minus 1.5 here. I just think this is maybe a little letdown spot as the A's are dog doo-doo 1-9 in the last 10 games. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. It's Cleveland and the White Sox. Cleveland's favored minus 136, total 8.5. And Messick, 2.58 ERA. So he deserves to be. I thought it should be like minus 115, minus 120. This is getting out of hand. They do have the starting pitching edge, but this is a Cleveland team that just got swept by the lowly Mets that traded away a bunch of guys. And now they face a White Sox team that is desperate for a win. They've lost 3 in a row to the Red Sox, including that extra innings yesterday. I'm going to slight on the White Sox plus the 123. Minnesota, Milwaukee, next game at 7:40. Milwaukee's big favorite, minus 162, total 7.5. And, you know, my second top team after really the Dodgers most of the season has been this Brewers team as far as power rankings. Obviously, with the Dodgers struggles and the Red Sox surging, things are always, you know, dynamically changing. But I still think those 3 teams are all going to be in that top 4 or 5 probably the rest of the season. I like Milwaukee to get it done again here. I don't love the price at minus 162. I think Drohan's probably a pitcher that I wouldn't lay minus 130 or 40, but I can't bet Minnesota when they continue to find ways to lose games, even against bad teams. Against the Royals, they lost 2 of 3 and barely won yesterday, 4-3. So take the Brewers, but small. Next game, Cubs and the Royals. Cubs, minus 164, total 10. Gossman making his first start for his new team. And let's be honest, he wasn't great for Toronto. So obviously they think they can fix the veteran, or at least he can at least give them a little boost. I do think he'll get the win, but there's no way at this price I would lay the money with the Cubs on the road, even though they are 7-3 in their last 10 games. I would probably lean towards the under a little more than that, to be very honest. The Kansas City, they've only gone over twice in their last 10 games. They have 1 push in there, but 7 unders in the last 10 games. So under would probably be a lean there. Baltimore and the Rangers. Rangers minus 150, total 8. Evaldi versus Baz. And, you know, the Orioles are only 3 games below 500, and they're only a few games out of the wild card. They really weren't buyers or sellers. I thought this team would maybe try to step out a little more. I think they feel like they were trying to, you know, like do both. Improve and not blow this team up, but at least give these guys a chance to win. I like them here. Baz has been solid this year, 3.87 ERA. Shane Baz, that is. He has allowed his last 3 starts. He's allowed 1 run in each, and the game before that was 2-3-2. Like, so in his last 6 starts, he hasn't allowed more than 3 earned runs in any of them. Now he has only one start in his last, only 2 starts in his last 10. Not him, but his team. But he at least give them a chance in these games, and I like the Orioles at the underdog price. Next game, Colorado and St. Louis. St. Louis minus 154, total 8.5, and St. Louis has fought the good fight this year. They're only 1 game below 500. It's been a heck of a story on a team that most thought would be 5 to 10 games below 500 at the end of the year. So it looks like they could maybe beat those expectations. And maybe, let's be honest, you know, the way weird things happen, that they make a little push here. Maybe they make the last All-Star or the last wild card like my Reds did last year. I like them here today. I think there's a nice edge here, starting pitching edge, and I think St. Louis will find enough runs, which has kind of been their issue lately. Give me St. Louis. Next game, Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Dodgers minus 175 favorite, total 9. Kelly had been a guy I faded a lot, Merrill Kelly, for the Diamondbacks. But recently, thank goodness I stayed away because he's been pretty good. Last start, he got blown up for 5 earned runs. But before that, his last 4 or 5 before that, he never allowed more than 2 earned runs in any of them. Give him a chance at every game. Now, the Dodgers are desperate because the Dodgers are 2-8 in their last 10 games. just not playing good on this 6-game losing streak. Got swept by Boston, swept by the Cubs, but those are two pretty good teams. I don't think Diamondbacks are quite in that category. Small, because I don't love the price. I would take the Dodgers -1.5. I do think the Dodgers are a little desperate here. Next game, Houston and San Diego. San Diego -115, total 8. Blanco versus Ray. I love the pickup of Robbie Ray here. Now, the worry is first start for your new team. Sometimes a little pressure. Sometimes just that expectation level is out of whack with the performance. But Robbie Ray has a 3.26 ERA, and Blanco has 7.7. So there's a deserving favorite here. I think you take San Diego. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. And this is a team that, they did lose 2 or 3 at Arizona, but before that had been playing really, really good baseball. And I think you take them here. I think San Diego gets it done. Next game, Tampa Bay at Seattle. Seattle -118, total 7. Rasmussen versus Gilbert, 2 pretty good pitchers here. And Rasmussen been sub-3 ERA all year long, been absolutely great. Gilbert's 3.48, so you can't really dismiss either one of these. I'm kind of thinking under here. This is a Seattle team that can struggle to score runs. Tampa Bay has only gone over 3 of their last 10 games, and the pitching and the relief staff has been great for Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay coming off that sweep in Colorado, had a day off yesterday. I think Tampa Bay is going to win, and I think under as the better play. Next game, Detroit and San Francisco. I do not see a pitcher for San Francisco. Detroit has Montero on the mound, and Detroit's won 6 of the last 10 games. And today we see them as a favorite, -131. I don't see a total up yet because there's no pitcher for San Francisco. But Detroit, when everybody kind of wrote them off when they traded Mize and Skubal, of course, Skubal, the big news. But, I mean, going back now, they've won 5 of their last 6 games. They only lost to Woo, which we know how good Woo is at home in that Seattle series. Other than that, they swept the A's, won 2 or 3 in Seattle. This is a Detroit team that hasn't thrown in the towel, and they're just 3 games below 500. And in the American League, that the last wild card's so wide open, I think Detroit is like, it's the Major League movie. It's like, they're taking the piece when they tried to make the team worse. I think they're taking that mindset here. Give me Detroit minus the small favorite number. All right, that's what we like for today. Don't forget, I got a 3-pack in Major League Baseball today. You get all 3 for $30 over at the website, or even better, 2 weeks all sports pass, $99. That's a $600 value. Or the through Super Bowl, it's like a $2,700 value. Get it for just $749. That's all sports included. Everybody else is selling their handicapping at Docs $749 just for football. That's NFL and college football. I have those plus all the other sports going on now, and that's going to be coming on board all the way up through the Super Bowl game. Text your name 574-333-8717. Tell me which deal you want in on. Good luck.